Hey there, welcome back. If you've ever felt like your English isn't improving no matter how hard you study, let me tell you, the problem isn't you, it's the method. Most people are learning English completely the wrong way, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that means and what to do instead. Let's be honest. Have you ever tried to speak English, but your brain just freezes? You know the words, but they won't come out. You're stuck translating in your head, second guessing your grammar, and by the time you're ready to say something, the conversation has already moved on. Sounds familiar? Well, that's not your fault. That's a system problem. You were taught to memorize rules, write perfect answers, and pass exams, not to use the language in real life. So today, we're going to flip that. I'm going to walk you through the biggest mistakes learners make when studying English and give you real, powerful strategies that will help you become fluent faster and with more confidence. Let's start with one of the most common, translating in your head. You know what I'm talking about. You're trying to say something like, I need to go to the market, but instead of just saying it, your brain tries to translate it from your native language into English first. That delay? That's what kills fluency. So how do we fix this? You stop thinking in your own language and start training your brain to think in English. Don't worry, it's not as hard as it sounds. Start small. Throughout your day, describe what you're doing in English. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm cooking dinner. I feel tired. These simple phrases, repeated often, will help your brain create a direct connection with English, so you're no longer translating. You're speaking. Another huge mistake is trying to master grammar rules before using the language. Let me ask you, do native speakers know what the present perfect continuous tense is? Most don't, but they still use it perfectly. Why? Because they've heard it 1,000 times in context. You don't need to memorize rules. You need to notice patterns. For example, instead of studying verb tenses in isolation, notice how they're used in real conversations, TV shows, and podcasts. Absorb them through listening and use. That's how kids learn. And that's how your brain works best too. Now let's talk about vocabulary. A lot of learners make the mistake of memorizing long lists of random words. But words don't live alone. They live in phrases, in context. So instead of learning improve, learn improve my skills. Instead of decision, learn make a decision. Phrases are what native speakers use. When you learn phrases, not only do you sound more natural, but your brain also remembers them better because they come with meaning and context. Here's another common trap: focusing too much on reading and writing and not enough on listening and speaking. Reading English articles is great. Writing essays can help. But if you want to speak fluently, you need to listen and speak regularly. Think about how we learn our first language. We listen for months before we ever speak. We hear words over and over again until they become part of us. Do the same with English. Listen to English daily, podcasts, audiobooks, YouTube videos like this one. Even if you don't understand everything, you're training your brain to recognize sounds, rhythm, tone, and meaning. And don't just listen passively. Shadow what you hear. That means repeating after the speaker in real time. Try it with movies or YouTube clips. Copy their tone, rhythm, and pronunciation. It's one of the best ways to train your speaking muscles. Another wrong way people learn is by being afraid of mistakes. The truth is, if you're not making mistakes, you're not learning fast enough. You need to make hundreds of mistakes. You need to speak imperfectly. That's how progress happens. Mistakes are not signs of failure. They are proof that you're growing. So stop waiting to be perfect. Start speaking now. With friends, in front of the mirror, with language partners online, or even with AI tools. The more you speak, the more comfortable and fluent you become. Here's something else. Don't isolate your English from your life. English is not a school subject. It's a life skill. Use it in your daily life. Change your phone language to English. Watch content only in English. Write your to-do list in English. Chat with friends in English. The more you live in English, the faster you'll improve. And if you've been relying only on textbooks or traditional classes, it's time to switch things up. Those methods can give you basics, but they won't help you become fluent. Instead, build an immersive environment around you. Create an English world for yourself. Join English-speaking groups online. Read English blogs. Follow English speaking influencers. Surround yourself with the language until it becomes second nature. Let's not forget motivation. A lot of learners give up because they lose motivation. But here's the secret. Motivation comes from small wins. Celebrate every win. When you understand a sentence in a movie, celebrate. When you have your first conversation, celebrate. Fluency isn't a one-day achievement. It's a journey made of thousands of tiny steps. Here's a powerful tip. Learn what interests you. Don't study boring topics just because they're in your book. If you love cooking, watch cooking videos in English. If you love technology, read tech blogs in English. If you love music, learn lyrics. When you connect English with your passion, it becomes a joy, not a chore. Now let's talk about confidence. Confidence doesn't come when you're perfect. It comes when you're willing to be imperfect and still show up. Don't compare yourself to others. Everyone's journey is different. Some learn faster, some struggle more. That's okay. The only person you should compare yourself with is the version of you from yesterday. If you learned one new word today, that's progress. If you watched one English video, that's growth. Keep showing up. Keep going. And remember, fluency is not about knowing every word in the dictionary. It's about being able to express your thoughts, understand others, and connect. That's what matters. If you're still here, I want you to remember this. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. Practice a little every day. Speak a little every day. Think in English every day. And soon, the language will become part of who you are. If this video gave you even one new idea or insight, then do this. Pick one technique from today and start using it now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Start today. And if you know someone who's struggling to learn English, share this video with them. Help them avoid the same mistakes you've just discovered. You've got this. I believe in you. Keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, enjoy the journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.